Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having a sensational day out there, a great one, feeling good. Hope that everything's just going right on your side, on your slice of this beautiful place that we call our home. Let us dive into a little bit more. Greg Sage, we're listening to the album Sacrifice for Your Love, or not for your love, for love, sorry. The your isn't in there. This is his second studio release, released in 1991. We've listened to his debut album, and now it's time to just move a little bit ahead with this one. We're listening to this because it was suggested and sponsored by Andreas. Andreas, thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you so much for the support. Truly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I got to tell you, the album cover is giving some strong claymation kind of vibes. You'll see it when I have it pulled up here. But it's giving like some strong claymation on this one. It's kind of a funny album cover. I enjoyed the first one, and I think the Western kind of theme of it was pretty cool. So I'm curious to see how this album stacks up to that. It was not available on Spotify, so we're going to be using YouTube to go ahead and listen to this album. I'm just making sure I have the correct playlist and the correct album track listing as we get this up here. And it seems about right to me. Let's go ahead and let's see. We could do this. I'm just making sure that the times and stuff line up here. I think this one will be okay. And if it's wrong, we'll just switch to another video. I'm pulling it up really quick. All right, that's it. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. Give it a discussion. Pull you guys up here. Seems right to me. Full screen me. The first track is going to be Stay By Me. I got to click through it really quick. We're going to do this one, Stay By Me. It's like still Western, but more like full already. The album cover's funny.
Well, I can't help it now. If our time's running out, do you still feel the same way when you pour it out? Will you stay by me? Will you just stay by me for this time?
Bouncy bass.
Well, I can't count my ways, but I know my way out. Do you still see the same things a long way out? Will you stay by me? Will you just stay by me for this time?
Hey. Hey.
Well, I can't help it now. If our time's running out, do you still feel the same way when you pour it out? Will you stay by me? Will you just stay by me for this time?
I love that bass line. Okay, this is like the perfect comeback album after the debut. It's still hitting a somewhat similar sound as the first with that Western kind of sound, but this already sounds that much more full and kind of realized. And I like the debut album, but this one kind of sounds like it's pulling a little bit more. His guitar playing is really cool, and I love how layered it is. I love the grooviness of that. The few times he brings that in, then the bass, wow, 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 that little lead in there is great. It sounds really cool the way he's playing. His voice is just like this dusty, hot wind that blows over the sand of the desert. And it works really, really well in this particular context. I like that we get a little solo in there, just like a small one, but it's there nonetheless. This is a really great opening. And it feels like a nice continuation and progression from the debut album. This kind of works really well to, kind of pull us in, I think. And it's catchy in its own way as well. I'm gonna pull up another video. I'm pulling up another playlist so we can kind of hit every song individually instead of just one long one, because I want to make sure I follow this correctly, and I want to be able to see the lyrics as well as we move forward. But yeah, this was Stay By Me with Stand By Me. Stay By Me was a really great track. And I see that Sage is handling really everything here. So the drums is actually a drum machine in this particular track. So not an actual drummer in there. And also, I'm looking at the discography for Mr. Sage, and Straight Ahead came out in '85. This came out 6 years later. So there is a pretty decent gap between the previous album and this one. And it seems like he's kind of coming back so far, at least at this point, with a different kind of energy, but still the same direction. Well, I can't help you now if our time's running out. Do you still feel the same way when you pour it out? Will you stay by me? Will you just stay by me for this time? Well, I can't help my ways, but I know my way out. That's a good line. I can't help who I am, but I know how to get out of these situations. Do you still see the same things from a long way out? Will you stay by me? Will you just stay by me for this time? Well, I can't help it now if our time's running out. Do you still feel the same way when you pour it out? Will you stay by me? That's all he's asking for. Will you stay by me? I know how I am, but don't worry. I also know how to get out of sticky situations. Just stick with me. Have a little faith and a little trust in me. We'll be all right. Just stay with me. That's all he's asking. Let's move on into the next track, which is going to be the title track, Sacrifice for Love. When I open the video, it just starts automatically. So now I shouldn't have to worry about that because we got the playlist over here. I'm going to back it up that tiny bit of a second. We'll full screen it. There we go. That's good. I love that album cover. Worthy title track. Worthy title track. This is good. This if you listen to the first album with me, this feels like the perfect progression several years later, 6 years later on here. Okay, I like how it's just driving, rhythmically fun to listen to. His singing is so cool over the music. This is densely packed with reverb and echo, but it makes for a cool journey type of album. Like, this is something you can put on when you're like just driving to somewhere. Not like to grocery shopping or like, no, but like you gotta like top down, windows down, wind blowing in your hair, and you're just driving somewhere pleasurable. Maybe grocery shopping can be fun sometimes, but like, you know, this is like relaxed Saturday morning kind of driving music, and I really like this track, and it's worthy for being the title track, I would say. Like, the music is already dusty in its own kind of jangliness and how it moves forward, but then when he goes off into the solos, I like the tone and the way that he solos, because those individual notes are allowed to breathe. They're played at a higher pitch, so it stands out already amongst the music, and it just feels like relaxing but energizing at the same time. You know, it just hits all those marks really nicely. In his voice, you also hear a decent amount of that echo in there. He may just be overlapping or overdubbing his singing on top of that. But regardless, it makes it a really nice listen. Like, it's just cool. This is, you know, kind of like the album cover, like not the two skeletons, but the scenery happening. This is like a cool night in the desert. That's actually a great way to describe this. This feels like a cool night in the desert, actually. I can't get over this album cover. Well, I've been walking sideways. You know, they tell me it's okay this way. You see, they don't give no guarantees. Will I feel a loss beside me now? It's a funny thing, loving life. Will I be washed aside? So it's always side, right? I've been walking sideways. Now will I be washed aside? You tell me it's okay this way. You don't want to worry now. Will I feel a loss beside me now? It's a funny thing, loving life. Sacrifice for love. And it repeats that again. Will I feel the loss? Will I feel a loss beside me now? Well, he would feel this loss beside him if it's someone or something that's next to him in close proximity and personal to him. I would assume this other person. And I like how he asks with a kind of uncertainty, will I feel a loss in this sacrifice? And then also he asks, will I be washed aside? You know, will it be worth it to endure this pain and this loss, whatever that loss might be? But there's a willingness as well, a hesitancy, but a willingness to sacrifice for love. That's cool. That's a great track. Let's move on to the next one here, which is No by Now. I keep on going like here, like, okay, here's the third track, and then I cross-reference it really quick to make sure like the playlist is actually following the track listing here. Let's go.
Make up my mind. The words I need are so hard to find now. You say the things you want, but I'll find the truth comes out. You think you know by
now. Pick it up.
Can't seem to clear up my mind. The world I see is so far behind now. They say the things you want, that they'll find the truth comes out. I think you know by now.
I like every time it comes back to it, to the solo from the chorus, you get a little beat out.
But we could climb so very
I love the way that he plays guitar. I don't know how Sage is considered as a guitar player. I don't know, how he's looked at. But at least in his solo material, I love the way that he stacks these layers of guitar and reverb and all the different sound he brings in here. This track, it feels like it could be a single on the radio. I love the bounciness of the riff. Ba 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 da 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 ba ba ba, and like it's just a fun rhythm to kind of play around with. And I love how after the chorus or after the last line that he sings in every verse, I like how you get that little lead off. Ba 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 ba. And he's still bouncing beneath it. Ba ba ba. It's just hit my elbow on the desk. But I think that that's a really cool dynamic because to me, kind of going back to the desert, nighttime in the desert analogy, the rhythm is hot. The ba ba ba, right? The ba ba ba. It's fun and hot and rhythmic. But then when he comes off into that lead, da 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 da, at that part, it's like it's cooling off. That's the oasis in the desert. Like, I'm pulling it back up here really quick. This, hot. After he sings the verse, I gotta find it. Cooling off. Right there. It's brief. It gets longer at the end. It's a brief cooling off, but it's a little bit of a rain. It's a little bit of a sprinkling in the desert. And before you know it, flowers are blooming. This is a really fun album to listen to. I'm having a great time with it. I got to pull up the lyrics for the other song here, though. That's the only thing when I use YouTube. I can't look at the lyrics at the same time. That's okay. I can't seem to make up my mind. The words I need are so hard to find now. You say the things you want, but I find the truth comes out. You think you'd know by now. You think you'd know by now not to lie, not to deceive. It says, you say the things you want, but the truth comes out. And it ain't right. I can't seem to clear up my mind. The world I see is so far behind. They say the things you want, but they'll find the truth comes out. I think you'd know by now. Don't lie to me, and don't lie to others. They say the things, but don't give in. We could climb so very high, I can't seem to make up my mind. The thoughts I have are so hard to describe now, to say the things you want. And we'll find the truth comes out. I think you know by now. We'll find. So the subject keeps changing. I, they, but now we. You say the things, but don't give anything when we climb so very high. You got to give a little bit more and make sure it's truthful, whatever you're giving. I can't seem to make up my mind. We return to the personal. The words I need are so hard to find now. You say the things you want, but I'll find the truth comes out. You think you'd know by now. You're playing with deception. Just be open. Just be honest. Doesn't have to be so deceiving and secretive. Let's move on to the next track. I should have kept you guys here on the screen, which is going to be Forever. This one has some grit. It's a good line. That's such an 80s kind of sound here. We picked it up in this one. In Forever, we picked it up, and now there was some grit thrown in. There was a little bit of that rock. Now we're throwing in the rock. You had the sand in the desert. Now we're stumbling upon a rock. And from the very beginning, from the guitar playing at the very beginning, you kind of already get that sense, right? Like, this has some... If the note, not the notation, the tuning, if the tuning was like a little deeper, that would be the beginning of like a metal song. It would, but because it's lighter, it just gives way to some sort of like almost like an alternative rock kind of sound. But even as he moves into the music, it sounds noticeably heavier. The drums come in. And for some reason, the way that the bass and the drum machine plays like throughout this song and the pacing of it, it kind of reminds me of like an 80s rock song. And I'm thinking some sort of sports movie, like a Rocky song. Like, it's kind of reminding me of like that montage where the main character is training for some big fight or race or some sort of tournament at the end. It has that montage kind of energy, but it doesn't devolve into that 80s cheesiness. It just, for some reason, that riff reminds me of that kind of sound in there. But no, it's much more sophisticated here. And the way that Sage is even singing, a little bit more direct. He still allows his voice to drift into that kind of ambience that he has so far in this album. But he is a little bit more direct. And there's even one moment where he repeats like his words several times. And like it really makes to me like that much more kind of rock sound. And I don't know why it's giving me 80s kind of rock and roll sound. And even his solo is a lot more piercing and forward and dare say aggressive in this track when that comes in. This is we've gone through different emotions and different sounds so far in this album, and we're only 4 tracks in, and each one of them have excelled. Kind of like the first album. There's a constant and a consistency in the sound of everything, but he approaches it in certain ways and in different ways. As we've listened to, which is really cool. It makes it for a good listen as like a whole, because it sticks to one particular road, but we take little deviations every once in a while. While you stood and whispered as I went to the door, I can't help but wonder, well, I can't wait forever, but I can't wait I can wait forever, but I can't wait no more. I love that line a lot. Like, it's almost like you're setting yourself up for disappointment. I can wait forever, but not a second more. You stood and watched me as I broke for the door. I can't help but wonder why we can't have more. Well, I can wait forever, but I can't wait no more. That's why he ran for the door. He said, I'm done waiting. Perhaps waiting for the relationship to be taken to the next level, or some sort of commitment, or something like that. Like, that's how I read that. Right? And he's tried to leave before. He said, well, you stood and whispered as I went to the door. He's fallen for it once. But now he's running to the door, and he's not playing the game anymore. Which perfectly comes up because the next track on the album is the same game.
Feelings just starting to unfold.
like that sing-song sway. So it brings it down.
Come on, gather round, let's join the circles in. I've been hoping someday to begin. All these feelings that are starting to turn cold. Lately,
There's like a lighter strumming behind all this.
as I watch them playing the same
I like how he holds his voice in a whispery-esque way. Played with it a little bit more than that. Just a little bit. Oh, there you go. The same. Okay, this one, I like how, we're kind of back to what I would say this kind of mid-pace kind of sound off of the grit and dirt of the previous track. And I think that this one's a nice one. I think okay, we're halfway in the album. This one, it's what I would expect. I don't think it does anything spectacular, but I don't think at all it's bad. It's just okay. We're used to this sound now. This one fits nicely in the album, and while I wouldn't say it's filler, I think it just kind of comes and goes without a lasting impact in my estimation for myself. I like the way he ends his chorus with holding the note and the same game. The last part, it went on a little bit long for no change as he repeated it. But it wasn't like that irksome. It wasn't like that big of a deal. And as usual, I just like that density and mix of the guitars and how he plays it in here. But nothing in this particular song stood out as much as the previous ones, even though the elements that I enjoy are still all present in this one. I actually have to find the lyrics for this one because it didn't have it here on Genius. So give me a brief moment as I try and find those. The same game, Greg Sage lyrics. Someone's got to have them. Genius doesn't. Does Shazam have it? Shazam doesn't have it. I'm not seeing anything. I'm on another YouTube video. See if anyone posted them. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the lyrics for this one anywhere as I Google around. So I may be a bit out of luck. Although you could clearly hear, that they're just playing the same game. They're playing the same game over and over again. Yeah, I'm having no luck as I'm going through different websites looking for the lyrics. So nothing I could find there. So with that being said, actually the lyrics seem to be missing for quite a bit of the album. At least on Genius. I'll see if I can find them maybe somewhere else, but the next couple songs as well as This Planet Earth seem to also perhaps be missing some lyrics. But for now, we'll move on. We'll move forward to the next track. We're listening to the full album, so we're going to skip over to No Turning Back. It almost has a gothic kind of sound to an extent. These notes. like how this one sinks.
Will we have the time? Will you help me well, I've been wasting time, just waiting for you. When your eyes are open now, you'll know what to do. There's no turning back, no turning back. I've been wasting
I like how the bass twisted around the guitar.
just waiting for you. When your eyes are open now, you'll know what to do. There's no turning back, no turning back, no turning
I like that sustain right there. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find something really quick as I talk. I like this track a lot. I like those notes, that specific chord sequence, the ba da 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 da. It has like to me this inherent tension and kind of a dark sound to it. And with this track specifically, it really like it kind of makes me think that this could almost pass as like a slightly gothic-y track. Like, can I tell you, I could imagine Susie Sue singing on this. I could see her voice kind of siren-like, banshee-like singing over this in a particular way, which I think would sound really cool on here. And I like the way that he uses his voice to, once again, add to the mysteriousness of the music here. And, the density and the layers of the guitar creating this kind of mystery to it. I think that this would sound incredibly like this just sounds like kind of gothic-y to me. Now, I gotta see if I can find it because I don't remember which track it is. But the actual notes of those chords, obviously I'm going later, but there's a song by Slipknot that uses like those same chords. Like I said, I know I'm looking at a song like in 2004. I'm looking at it on Volume 3 of Subliminal Verses. I think it was Prelude. Here, was it? No, but it was somewhere in there. It was some song by them. I know I'm like going in a different direction. It was some song by them that just it has like those similar chords. I thought it was in Prelude. Maybe I'm misremembering. But anyways, I think it sounds cool. No Turning Back also had missing lyrics. I'm gonna do a quick look to see if I can find them. For those songs that we saw that it was listed that there were missing lyrics, I'm gonna see if I can find each of those each time. Because for all I know, I could possibly find one, but so far as I'm glancing, I do not see anything. Once again, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm still not seeing anything on this one, unfortunately, for us. So, no lyrics for No Turning Back. So we ain't turning back. We'll move on to the next track, which is Ready or Not. Here we go. Hey. I love this energy when it's like fast.
Ready or not, don't let me go. We'll move a little closer. I'm gonna tell you a tale inside a beating heartbreak. You know you really shot me down. Oh, ready or not, it's ready to go. Ready or not, don't let me go.
Hey. I like how he's going off.
Move a little closer. I'm gonna tell you a tale of inside this bleeding heartbreak. What does it even matter, child? Oh, ready or not, it's ready to go. Ready or not, don't let me go.
Almost a psychedelic kind of sound he's hitting right there, huh? Man, that one hits. Ready or Not, he said, Ready or Not, you open your eyes, I'm here. Okay, it's, I don't know why when it's this pace and the way that he plays guitar, but it still is giving me like that 80s rock sound for some reason. This one was good. I love how we get an extended solo there in the middle. And there's some notes of that kind of hint towards a psychedelic kind of sound. But then he kind of fritzes it up a little bit and it kind of hits a near kind of grungy, kind of solid sound there as well. So it's really cool how he kind of maneuvers between them while still, playing to the fast tempo of the music and while being a little bit more direct the way he sings. And it just works really well. And I love that we had like a guitar solo that took up like a good portion of this song. The opening and the ending were the bread, but that meat in the middle was that solo, and it sounded so good. Like, that's the fritzy part. It's very singable too, that line. Then it kind of goes off a little bit. Bass creating a nice descent. And see, he hops back on the riff right there. But he goes off again. He doesn't come in singing right away. He goes off again. He says, you know what? Let's solo a little bit more. And he's just playing around. And when he starts singing again, there's a little bit of a guitar line. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here's what I'm looking for. that almost has like a late '60s kind of sound to it, in my opinion, in my estimation. A little heavier, obviously, but there's something to it in that one as well. Ready or Not, also no lyrics on this one. The next song does have lyrics from what Genius says, but I want to see if we can find these lyrics for Ready or Not on here as well. Once again, however, it's not looking good. I don't see anything, unfortunately. Ready or Not, let me click on it. Anything? Nothing there. Nothing there. I'm trying though, but I'm not seeing it. Also, I'm looking on like YouTube because sometimes people will post the lyrics in the actual descriptions, but I do not quite see it here. Let me check one more place. Definitely not here. Okay, definitely not there. Let's move on to the next song then, which is going to be For Your Love, which we do have lyrics for. Here we go. Almost pressed the wrong button. Right here.
I give
Now you know that this song had the coolest thing out of all the tracks there. I know it's the drum machine, but when it moves into that percussive break, so unexpected. Because can I tell you, I liked this song, but before it got to that break, I was like, okay, it's like we know what to expect at this point. Apparently, I'm wrong. When it hits that percussive break, just the whole energy in the room changes. Just shifts completely. And then he solos over that. Fantastic. Giving us something new this late in the album is a great decision, a more than welcome decision, and it's brilliant. I like the repeated lines of how he sings, for your love, love, love. Yeah. And then he ends the track, going back to that break. That's really cool. And I know we're near the end of this album. I hope he uses something like that again, because that was exciting. That was a cool way to break away from the thematic monotony of the album, which I like it. But it was just a cool way to divert away off of this highway. See what I meant when I said earlier, like this diversions off of the sound of the album? That's the big ball of wax, or what is it, like when you're like the stereotypical side attractions off of the highway? It's the big rubber band ball, or like whatever, the world's biggest wax ball. I don't know why that's the first thing I think of, and you go and it's like a big old wax ball or something. What's a ball of wax? Say wax ball. For your love, I'd give you everything and more, and that's for sure. For your love, I'd bring you diamond rings and things right to your door. For your love to thrill you with delight, I'll give you diamonds bright. Double takes I will excite. Make you dream of me at night. For your love, I would give the stars above. For your love, I would give you all I could. I'd give the moon if it were mine to give. Bruce Almighty laughs with that thing in. I'd give you the stars and the sun, for I live. Just a pure declaration of love. Let's move on to the next track, This Planet Earth. Really cool song. Different. This could be a Metallica song. I like the bass playing the English.
This planet Earth on which we stand, a fallen people, a fallen land.
that's a quick one. That one felt so quick. He kind of barely sings. He's like in the very beginning, a little bit in the end. Okay, I don't know why, but that track just flew by. This planet Earth is for you and it's for me. That's the heart of this track. And I love how, once again, it's so filled with the guitar. And I haven't talked a lot about it, but his bass playing underneath it is really nice as well. It kind of like snakes its way underneath the densely packed pieces of guitar in here. And I really like how he plays it. You know, it's rhythmic in a pocket sense, but at the same time, there are some moments that stand out decently as well. And I think that there's a certain creativity that he adds into the music while he's playing the bass in here. And when he sings, and in part two, I guess, with some of the music in the very beginning, the way he sang the lines like da 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 da, like he almost kind of half shouted them. I don't know why, but it gave me a little bit of a metal kind of sound. Like if you downtune the guitars, put Hetfield in there, and it would be a Metallica song, even with the way the guitar riff moves forward after that. But I like it. It's a small. I don't know why this song felt short, and it's not even anywhere near the shortest one necessarily on the album. But it does have a. I still think that there's a dreamy grunge kind of sound to this. I was trying to find the part where he sang. Brief as it was, might have been before all this actually. I don't remember now where it was. It was so short in this track, but this was like a quick punchy one. This is a quick punchy, dreamy, grungy kind of track, and unfortunately, still without lyrics. Still without lyrics on this particular one, to my dismay. Let's move on to the final track here, which is going to be Dreams. Definitely slowing things down.
Well, I don't mind. Sometimes you never can tell if your dreams go wrong. Maybe it's just as well. But if we could just laugh for one more hour, I'd take this chance to carry on our dreams on our own. As our time goes on,
A lot of space in the drums now.
we seem to stand oh so still. Well, we'll either know, we just never will. But if we can just give one more hour, well, I take this chance to carry on our dreams on our
It's like a heavy march.
We you never can tell. Will our dreams live on? Well, I hope they will. But if we could just share just one more hour, well, I'd take this chance to carry on our dreams on. We shared this dream so fine. I wish we could keep this time. We know it just won't be the same if we carry all our dreams on our We shared this dream so fine. I wish we could save this time. We know it just won't be the same if we carry all our dreams on. Oh, you know it just won't be the same if we carry all our dreams on our own.
It's a good line to end the track. I like that. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Sage, Sacrifice for Love full album reaction there. And this is the longest track on the album, a little over 5 minutes. And it definitely has that conclusive kind of like going all out, push to the very end kind of feel to it. And there's a slight change when it comes to the drum machine pattern here. There's a lot more emptiness focused on here. When it gets into the verse, there's not so many hi-hats and such involved. There's a lot more space in that way. And it makes the snare, which I'm pretty sure the sound of the snare is different in this track than the previous ones. Or it could be the emptiness that just makes it have that much more of an effect. But there's a new punchiness to the snare. So while the space is left, it's filled with a heavier approach to the snare. And then it sounds like perhaps when it comes to the kick as well, it might be a little heavier in that regard. Because there's moments where it sounds like heavy boots just hitting pavement as it kind of comes down very hard in here. The track is called Dreams, and I would say that the dreamiest part of this, besides the guitar, is his voice, as he kind of sometimes, sings and then almost in the same line will kind of speak. There's one line in particular, I don't have the timeline up here when I'm using YouTube the same way I do when I'm using Spotify. But there is a line in there when he starts off kind of speaking, and then he flows into more of a singy kind of melody, which was kind of cool in there as well. And, once again, you got everything that you've heard in the album before. The dense, dreamy guitars, that kind of rock as well. His voice that soars over everything in a way. And kind of like that hot wind, like I mentioned in the beginning. So I think that this is a nice track and an emotional send-off to the album. It is one that I don't think stands out so much. But I think that it's a nice way to end the album, as it gives you a little bit more of everything that we've gotten so far in this album. So For Your Love is actually a cover from the Yardbirds. You see here. So personal favorite songs, I would say very easily the title track is my favorite song on the album. I love that. Obviously, the percussive break is my favorite moment on the album, but the title track is going to be my favorite on here. I think that it just hits everything incredibly right, and it felt great listening to it. This was a cool, like I said, a perfect progression off of the debut album from Greg. I think that this like hits all those same points, but just pushes it up a little bit more. Even production wise, it sounded better. Like, let me just pull up Greg Sage again really quick. Like, I'm just playing a random track here, right? This has more of a post-punk vibe to it, but listen to that and then you can hear like the soul is the same. Obviously, it's Greg Sage there, but like there's a growth that happens in the album as well. As to which album I prefer, if I had to choose one, I'd have to give it one more listen. I might actually prefer Straight Ahead. Remember Blue Cowboy? That was a fun one. I think I prefer. I prefer Straight Ahead. Yeah, I think I feel comfortable saying that. Yeah, I think I prefer Straight Ahead, just a notch more. Both really good albums, but I think I like Straight. Yeah, I feel comfortable with that. I feel comfortable with that. Let me know what you guys think, of course, of the album in the comments down below. Your favorite song, your least favorite song. What do you prefer between the two albums from Sage that we listened to? I'd love to hear your thoughts down there below. Andreas, thank you so much once again for the over-the-top support and for the recommendation. Truly, truly appreciate that. This was fantastic. It's cool to hear the progression in those albums from him. Hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Hope it's a sunny one for you as it is for myself. And I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.